Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Ixon and today we're gonna do the Pocket Dimension. I'm really fucking stoked that this is finally back. I do enjoy the rewards and I also like a bit of a grinding. But however, as an endgame player, this will be kinda easy for me to do. So what we're gonna look at today while doing this Pocket Dimension is that we are not gonna take characters into the fray that is severely end game, so to speak. So we're gonna leave out the spiders. We're gonna take Captain Marvel. We can take Ghost Rider. Never mind the the positioning because that won't matter that much. And let's see. Ultron can be an end game character, of course, but I think it's decent to put him in if you so wish to. I'm not gonna do that at the moment. My Kate Bishop is low, and I think that a few players, probably most of the mid to end game players, have her higher or at the same level that I have. So I will take Kate Bishop here, and I will bring in Echo, and then I will, let's see. Let's bring in Calling Wing for the funsies. Also a brawler. We have a brawler team on our hands at the moment, and this is a weak lane. As you saw before, it's only 20k enemies, so this will be fairly easy. In my opinion, it's amazing that they are both landing the heal block and also the ability block here on both Echo and Kate, which is somewhat ridiculous with the amount of damage and so on, and the gear levels that we are having. I think it's almost absurdly bad from a game point of view, because that should never ever happen. But as you can see, this is a very easy, straightforward node. I can only use the basics. Yes, my team is kind of high, of course, but we are trying to do it in the most free-to-play beginner mid-game terms as possible. So this node wasn't an issue, of course not. What you can look out for here is the Korats, of course, that will bring you the heal block. You should also, as a new player, look out for the Kree Nobles. They are always cleansing on their special, so be on the lookout for that one when it comes to the first node. That is my overall take on the first node. Second node, we have heal blocks from Mordor. We have heal block from Kree Reaper. We have heal block once again here, and heal block on Winter Soldier. Ronan can cleanse, Star-Lord can blind, but it shouldn't be an issue. Of course, it's not going to be an issue for me, but I just want you to understand how how to look on the perspective of the Pocket Dimension if you are a newer player, and also what you can and cannot do. So we're gonna slaughter this node kind of easy. I mean, sure, I can probably basic attack my way through, but that is not the point of this video. This video is about trying to come into a situation that we might even fall behind. We'll refuse to use my ults on anything here, just to show you the experience of it's possibly it's easily done even as a newer player. So we're basing our way, basic attack our way through the nodes, and the second node is done. The rewards from the first one wasn't that impressive. It was like a half training material orb, and here is also a half training material orb, and also the 5 silver promo credits. So nothing too special. However, this is I mean, this game mode is something that I really enjoy. I would really enjoy if we could have a higher difficulty here, like a slider. And I don't mean that by I want to have this X amount of extra rewards. I just want it to be a bit harder. If you have a harder mode in Pocket Dimension, for example, as we're playing right now, no shit Sherlock, then you maybe can spice it up to, let's say, instead of a half training material orb at the first node, you can give us 1 training material orb. That is just an example, which is not going to break the game overall. So maybe that is something that you can take into consideration. Will that happen? Absolutely not. But it's a suggestion overall. Shit, I used my ult there. Sorry for that. I was not supposed to, to ult on the lanes, but whatever. You can clearly see that this is an easy stage. And if we are looking at the enemies, they are not over 31k, none of them. So this should be fairly easy. They are 5 stars with 2 red stars on them. So I think that even the early game players should have a very huge shot at those nodes. I don't remember the last Pocket Dimension, if I'm truly honest with you, if it was this easy or if I'm just, I don't know, thinking about that it was harder than this one. I remember that I needed quote unquote to level up multiple man a bit. So I thought it was harder, but I think it's the same node as the first. Oh, the Pocket Dimension before this one. I saw the last node was with Ultron and so on. So I think it's basically the same. So we're going into the middle here, slapping. We have 10 enemies left. This is gonna be over fairly quickly. We can just use the basic here once again, doing the basic. And killing Doctor Strange, of course, because that is something that you need to look out for. And also if you are a low TCP, you should basically also look after the mercenaries here, since they both give offense up and they will also heal. So be a bit careful for that. Hulk can also be a disaster if you can't push it through with his ultimate here, dealing a hefty amount of damage even to me. My Colin Wing is not big, not at all. She is like 70k, so she will take a higher amount of damage than the other ones, of course. As you can see here, when Hulk jumped in with the ult here, they barely took any damage, but when Hulk smashed into Colin Wing, it was another story. But that is also something that I am not worried about, of course, but maybe will you be? But I think that this, with a moderate building like G11 and level 70, you should be able to clear this very, very easy. I can make a case for level 60 also, of course, but I think that as always when it comes to Dark Dimensions and Pocket Dimensions and so on, I think that you need to look what you have in your store, of course. We are very limited to what we are having and what we can use, but don't build characters because you need them for a Darker Dimension. Take a look at the heavy metal trait here and pick and choose what you want to level up if you are having a bit of a problem here. I will now just clear the lanes because I think you have understood my point of view, and I will just run through it. So we're gonna just use the special here with Kate Bishop. And then we will go with the ult here. I don't want the rocket to pop off, even if it's not too dangerous for us at the moment, but yeah. And Colin Wing is basically dead. No, she's not. She stays alive. Amazing. Doesn't really matter overall, since I have a few more tricks in my sleeves, so I'm not too worried about anything when it comes to this Pocket Dimension. Let's go for Star-Lord here, since he's feeding energy, and we don't want that, and that is also something to look out for. Colin Wing, I know Kit Bishop takes some slap. We don't need to worry about Ghost Rider because he has self heal. I don't know if he's doing that when he's not having charge, which he's not doing. But we should be fine either way. So just a quick ultimate here. And Vision is turn rewinding. No, he's not, because it's not raid, sorry. And the ability block was resisted. And as you could see here, my Echo took 62 or 64 in damage. So this is not a super hard Pocket Dimension once again. And as I said, I would really love them to have another section of Pocket Dimension. The rewards, as I said, doesn't need to be crazy. It just can, I mean, double the rewards. It's not gonna break the game, nor is it gonna break the internet. So we have shield coming up. Fury is fast, and you will have a lot of taunt here with the shield guards. Taunts also with Capsa, and some hiding with B-Tech Night Nurse. Following is basically dead, so we're gonna pop in Scarlet Spider here. I will take out Ghost Rider. Can be done way more cleaner, of course, but that is not the subject of this video, as I said once again. And even at low stars, you know that your web warriors will basically run over this pocket dimension. But the fun is, and the positive is, that we are actually having the pocket dimension back again. And I do really enjoy this kind of game stuff. What I would love to see is more of these, and even actually put him into the milestones when it comes to the monthly milestones that people are, in quote, forced to play a pocket dimension. Everybody will do that anyway because we think it's fun. Or the most of the player that I know think it's really fun. So, and I can imagine that you are doing the same when it comes to a pocket dimension, that you kind of enjoy it. It's easy rewards. It's something else to do in the game beside of raiding. It's a bit relaxing, and we can just have fun and just playing the game. Sure, it's super easy for us, but we also need to take into consideration that we are not the only guys that are playing this game overall, since we have a player base with, I think it's like over 400,000 people at the moment, and we are not at the same level. Like, remember that we are in the 1% bracket, quote unquote, and we can't just say that everybody should be able to clear this, because that will not happen. So this wave is also a bit tricky. As I said, you have the retaliations from the shield troopers, you have a lot of taunts, and since they are all shield, they're getting the buffs from Nick Fury. I think that everybody does that anyway if Nick Fury is on the field overall when he's using his special, but you get my point. Shield teams can be a bit pisky. They have slows, they have stuns, and if you're, as I said, at a lower level, then you might struggle into that when it comes, especially when it comes to the what is it called, shield guards, or whatever they're called, you know, with the batoon when he slows you and then slap you in the face 2 times and then you get stunned. So we have Yondu, Visions, and here we need to look up for the Yondos by per se, because he will steal your buffs, he will take away every character that is on stealth. I don't think that we are using any stealth characters at the moment. No, we are not. And, oh shit, we need to have 5. Okay, we can go with Ghost Rider again here. Abro alerting. And the Visions also have the ability blocks that you need to be careful of, and he will also strip your buff, of course, since it's Vision. And I think that it's kind of weird, though, that it's tuned in this way that even these low characters can actually steal and clear stuff from my character, which is super strange. And they're dealing a hefty amount of damage here, which I can clearly see on Ghost Rider. I don't really have any issues at the moment with it because, well, my team is kind of big. And Ghost Rider is next. That was a lot of fucking damage going out there because, well, Ghost Rider is an old character, and he doesn't have that much of HP anymore, to be honest. We're going for Vision again, then we will go for Hawkeye. Here we can use the special here, and it's kind of weird though, because he is a striker, and it feels weird when no, he's not a fucking striker. What am I talking about? He's something else. I think that I've changed that for the raids, by the way. This is why he's not hitting like twice or thrice, if you so want to. Look at the ability block here on Echo. Looks kind of stupid, to be honest, because that shouldn't even be happening with the levels that I have on my characters, but it is. No charge on Ghost Rider. He will just do his ult and the double tap. Jessica Jones is going for Echo, Ant-Man is going for Echo, which is fine. So basically what we can see here at the later nodes is that we are not immune to damage. That is something to be very clear about. And as I also went into the last node, or the last pocket dimension that I did, the boss node, if you so want to call it that, it was a bit of a struggle, to be honest. Was it super hard? No. Did I need to upgrade multiple men to win the node? No, of course not. But I did it anyway. So let's put in some... that is unfair. But we are basically gonna win the node, so... You have already understood my point that it's possible to do without the superb team. You don't need to be super level up to do the pocket dimension. And I think that is something that I hope they will continue to do, is that they will bring these pocket dimensions out as often as possible, because I think it's really nice with some free rewards for us endgame players. But I also think that it's a step in the right direction, because we don't need to, I mean, be starved out of gameplay, if you know what I mean. Because as an endgame player, I think that raiding is probably the only thing that we are doing at the moment, and that feels a bit strange, to be honest. Yeah, let's use the basic here: attack primary target, apply offense down, and ability block, which was bad, but it's fine. I thought that would chain, but it did not. And we can just use the ult here and swipe the team. Go within with the basic with Punk, and hopefully kill Miss Marvel, which is dead. Then we will go for Iron Man, already took his turn. So we are going for Crossbone, which is dead. Then we will go for the Kree Reapers, since we don't want to have the heal block. We can just use the special here. It's a low cooldown. Didn't do anything, but whatever. And go for Cap Sam. Saving Iron Man here a bit, because we will chain really soon. He will ult first. Dealt, what was it? Like 2000 damage. Okay, I was a bit more worried than I supposed to be there, but okay, that's fine. At least he hit us, which is fine, which is good. 50 Ghost Spidey Charge. It's a great reward for those who haven't maxed her out. I think this is a very good reward strategy here. We have 1.5 gold orb, not much to brag about. Some SPCs. I have 4.6k now at the moment, and I have over 1,000 orange orbs to open, so I'm not in a dire need for that. And I've also maxed out Ghost Spider. I do like that they are putting the Ghost Spider into the pocket dimension. Am I disappointed about it as an endgame player? Of course I am, because I want more viable options than just Ghost Spider here. We can make a case for Kate Bishop Echo, for example. We can live on with Icarus as Cersei. We can have Deathpool, who is raid essential. We can have Kestrel Shards, you know. But I think it's really, for me, it's not that good. But for newer players, it's really fucking good. So congratulations to you who is unlocking Ghost Spider today with the help of Pocket Dimension, which is absolutely fantastic. And I encourage you to continue to progress your roster and continue to play the game, because this is a fun game and you have so much fun to look forward to. We're just going in on Wolverine a bit here, and the death pools will soon pop up. And after this one, Elektra will do her ult. We are not taking a lot of damage either, so we are still fine. We will go for Wolverine again here with a double hit. And then we will go for one of the death pools. And now we will trigger our middle Jeez, I can't talk today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, by the way. Smash a like on the video. And share and subscribe if you wish to. But yeah, can't speak today. Nothing new. But it is what it is. And now we're going for Doctor Strange. Whilst this barrage is over. Should be fine. And they are dancing around here in the middle. As you can see, Nebula having a party. Only 3 of them. And Doctor Strange again. And then we will go for Deathpool. Because we don't want him to use his special. But he is reviving, of course, so he will do that. We're still fine. Why? Okay. Oh, I forgot about the barrier from Dr. Voodoo with his ult. That's why he didn't took any damage. Interesting. I didn't thought about that, to be honest. So we'll go for Deadpool again here, and then we will go for Wolverine at the side here. They are really targeting Vivision, which is fine. He will be absolutely fine with this one. And now we will just go for this Nebula, which survived once again. I just wanted to clear the evades, but she revived once again, which is fine. And the miss from Elektra. And no healing. Let's see, we have Medic there. We can go for Elektra here. It's a defense down. That didn't do anything, which is fine. So Wolverine's ult is as useless as always, which is basically standard when it comes to Marvel Strike Force. Good comic characters doesn't do anything in this game, by the way. And he still sucks. He really does. It's a sad statement, but he really fucking sucks. Let's go for Nebula with the basic attack. And let them take their turns. We can basically basic auto from here. And let's target Medic because of the healing. And here comes the double tap. And as you can see, this is why I choose to have Vivision as a striker. She's always giving from her basic attack deflect to the most injured bionic member, ally, if you so wish. So she has 5 deflects at the moment. And it's really cool that is working outside of raids also. So that's where we are. Nebula should follow all. My God. The speech today, guys. And Groot should be out of here in just 1 second. And now he's done, and now we are gonna travel to the boss node. So we have 2 gold orbs, 150 SPCs, which I do enjoy a lot. We have basic T2 ISO 8 orb fragments. Doesn't really matter to me overall. Premium T1 ISOs and 5 gold promo credits. Don't spend it all at once, because if you do that, you will be sitting here for around 3.5 months and just complaining about that you're not getting anything. So what is the 100% rewards? It's like a mini Dark Dimension. This is what I really enjoy with this Pocket Dimension, that you get some stuff, some things you might not be need, but you will basically need it for later stage. And then we have a time run also, which is absolutely perfect. So now I'm just gonna try to destroy this node as fast as possible, just because I think it's fun. And now I can also play with my pity fucking Ultron. Do I like Ultron as a character? Yes, I do, because he was one of the first characters that I really fell in love with when it came to Marvel Strike Force. He was the game changer that I was looking for so long. Is he viable in endgame? Of course he's not, because he fucking sucks. Never put any red stars on him, because that is just unnecessary. So basically what we are seeing here is the clone from Dark Dimension 2, is it right? So it's the same node. Which is kind of hilarious, and that's what we were saying. It's just a clone from Dark Dimension. Let's use the ult here and just blind everything, giving out some damage and summing our troops. This is gonna be kind of interesting, to be honest, to see who is Ultron hitting. He is hitting Ultron. Ultron hitting Ultron. And Ultron is hitting back. Goodbye, Ultron. Welcome to the party. My Ultron is almost dead, to be honest, which is kind of fun, though. This second node, or this boss node, can be a bit tricky, I must say. Even though my character is kind of high, I am not... of course, I expect to win the video game, but it is a bit tricky. So let's just go for Mortar once again. And Ultron, I think that Ultron is like level, what can it be, like 75 or something? So it's not huge overall. But as you can see, I have some struggle with it, and Vivision is almost dead. And let's go for Hide the Toaster, and the dodges 3 in a row here. I think that Ultron will die here, to be honest, and so will also Vivision. This is amazing, to be honest. I think this is really, really fun. Because I don't think that we can win this fight, to be honest. I think that we will lose here. Which is even better. Because then we can also see that it works. And a dodge again. That is 4 in a row for the dodges. I'm starting to be a bit... I don't know. It feels weird. Should we really lose this game with this team that I'm having at the moment? I don't think that we will. So. Ultron is dead. That is very interesting. And we also have 10 characters on the field that is left. We will go for Captain Sam again, since that is our only option. Look at us at the moment. We are basically falling super high below or behind. And hopefully, oh shit, the blind is coming out. It was dodged. Let's go for Shield Trooper here. This is amazing. And this is what I said before with the last note. It can give you some issues, like no doubt it can. And it's gonna go to the real end here. And we're gonna ult with Spider-Punk. Everybody's heal blocked. This is insane. And we special on Mordor, and here we won the video game. The damage is severe when it comes to the last boss. I think this is a very good built up a node, to be honest. Yes, it is a clone from the Dark Dimension, but we managed to push it through. I don't know how easy that will be, the last node for newer or mid-game players, but for me, as you can see, I had some struggle with it. Would I be able to beat it? Of course, I can just bring him another team afterwards, but I think it's fair. I think it's fun. I think it's really cool. And here is the rewards. No gold though, which we always want to have, but we have for you who is clearing the Pocket Dimension, you can upgrade one of your tunes to a 5-star in the store, which is really cool, really good, well planned, well done, and I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Ixan, and as always, click the like and sub to the channel. Follow me on Twitch, link in below. Big shout out to Benny Westside, who is doing the thumbnails. And also, guys, stay safe, stay sane, and don't burn out. Cheers.